Alright folks, today we have a 2001 Chevy Impala. Alright, let's start it up. Okay, as you see it starts right up and there's our mileage. 149,482 miles. Alright, now this car is, the body's got a couple dings and dents in it, and there's one issue that I can explain. I'll show you here. The power window, driver's side, does not work. Okay, just let you know that. So let's get over the rest of the equipment while we're here. Let me start with the wipers first. So our wipers work just as they should, and our horn. Okay, let me do our power mirror. I don't know if it's stuck. Alright, let's try this one over here. Alright. So you can see the power mirrors do not work. I do know that the rest of the windows do work. Alright, there's 1, 2, and let me swing it around. And 3. Okay. And our heater. Turn this on here. Should be nice and warm, yeah. Alright, so you can see our heater working just as it should. As far as the air conditioning, I mean, what I can do is turn it on. But I'm not sure it'll tell us much because the temperature is about 40 degrees out. Obviously it cooled off a lot. But like I said, I know for sure the heat is working great, which is good. Alright, in our radio.
Doesn't mean you're not going to get burnt every once in a while. I still...
Alright, as you see, our radio is working there. It does also come with OnStar, and I can show you where that's located, the little actual modules in the back. Okay, so let's have a look at the engine now. Now, that's one of the nice things about this car, is it runs really, really, really good. Okay, I'll just be quiet now and let you listen to the motor. I'll give you a look around here. And the trunk, or the hood, you see it's been down. I'll get to the body in a second. I told you some little minor things on the body. Alright, so let me shut this. And first thing we'll have a look at, if I can find my little gizmo. Alright, is our tread depth. Alright, you can see I'm putting my little tread depth here. We made nice new wheel covers on this. Alright, it's right about 7/32 on the front tire there. Alright, our rear tire, which is a little better, is right at 8/32. Okay. Alright. And again, this one's right between 7, we'd say 7.5, 30 seconds on this one. And then this is our passenger side front tire, and this one is right at, look at this one again, I moved it. Alright. This one's right at 6/32. Alright. And before we get to the outside, let's just have a look at the interior. It's pretty basic cloth. There's some staining on the seats and the floor a little bit. You can see a couple spots there and on the ground there as well. But overall, as far as the actual condition, it's not all ripped up. See, the dashboard's all intact. Everything's where it should be. Alright, here's our door jamb. Okay, and the door panel again, it's in pretty good shape. It's not all beat up, it's not broken or busted. And the actual door itself It's pretty rust-free down low, as you can see, especially in the corner there. Alright, let's move along to the back. Here's the back of the passenger seat. You can see that's in pretty good shape. Again, the floor, you know, a little staining and stuff on the floor. And a little bit in the seat right there. Okay. Alright, like I said, it is basically cloth and cloth, you know, so cloth all the way around. So now we can have a look at our trunk. Here's our trunk jamb. And the edge here of the trunk itself. Get you a better angle. There we go. All the way around. Alright. And you can see it's a big trunk. It's got a lot of space in there. And this is the OnStar module, I guess you'd call it. Alright, and it does have a spare. I believe it's just a temporary spare. It's not a full-size spare. And the tools and everything else are in there as well. Alright. Eventually this thing will come out. Alright. Flip that up. As you can see, just a temporary tire, and underneath you can see part of the jack right there and the other tools as well. So that's nice to know you got all that stuff in there. Hopefully you'll never need to use it, but it's nice to know that you have it if you do. Alright, and then our other rear seat. There's our floor and the seat itself. As well as the rear of the driver's side. Alright, and our door jambs. Okay, and our door panel here. Pretty good shape, a couple little chunks right there. Probably dragging something out of the back seat, just banged it on the door. And now the driver's side. Get my floor mat out of the way. As you would imagine, this is where most of the wear and tear of the vehicle is. There's some staining there and a little bit on the floor. Right there in the cup holder. Okay. Alright, and of course this does flip up. I'll give you a look at that. Okay. Alright, and our door jambs. All the way around. And down low. Alright, and the driver's door panel. Alright, so really with the exception of the power window, you know, it's a pretty base, I guess is what you call it, the base Impala. You know, it doesn't have all the equipment. It does have CD player and a cassette, but really it's got the power locks, power windows, power mirrors, and cloth interior. So you know, it's kind of is what it is. You know, it's a good running little car, and it has seen, like I said, a couple things in dents, but we'll get through that right now. So first thing we'll do, we'll start on this fender, and you can see there's a little dent right there. The wheel well itself though is nice and clean, no corrosion around the edge there. Alright, let's take you up top to the roof, which is again nice and shiny, paint's in good shape. There's no dents or anything on the roof or scratches. Okay, and here's the door panel. This is again in pretty good shape, nice and shiny. And we'll move up top here. There's your Impala. Alright. And there's this one. Let's see if I can get a better angle. You can see there's a little bit, can't really tell on this lighting, but there is right here a little bit of scratching. That's really it on this side of the car. But, you know, I got the ding obviously in the front fender. A little scratching there. Alright. Here's your back panel around the gas tank, or the... Okay, and your wheel well again's in good shape. And we'll swing around to the trunk here. There's the top, and now obviously you got some more dents in the back here. All right. And then a little crack in the bumper. Okay, you should get shot down low all the way around. All right, and there's that. Onto the roof again on this side. Okay. And we do have a little bit of scratching here. I don't know if you guys can see it. You can see it a little bit. You know, real minor stuff, but I just like to give you guys a good idea. All right, there's the top of the door. And the door itself is again pretty good shape. And the wheel well. All right. Mirror. And there's a little ding right there you can see. And a little scratch right here. Kind of actually both sides right there. And then one more on this panel here. Alright, the hood, of course, you know, nice and clean, looking good. There's a little spot right here. I think I showed you that when we had our look at the motor. Alright, there's our bumper. Looks like some rub marks right there. Alright, but really all that kind of stuff is minor, and for what this car is, you know, it's a really good runner, something you could probably use as an extra car. Maybe something in the bad weather in the winter time. As you can see in this picture, it still looks pretty good. It does, like I said, close up, a little ding and dent here and there. But the other good thing about this car is it does run really, really well. And that's what we're going to do now. We're going to take this out on the road. All right, folks, now we're going to take this 2001 Chevy Impala out on a test drive. So I'm going to start it up. You know, we had it running for about 10 minutes while I was doing the video, so we always like to show you that, you know, it does start right back up after it's been warmed up a little bit. And all I'm going to do here is pull out on the road, get it up to about 55 miles an hour, and kind of tell you how I feel about it, and hopefully you can see for yourself as well, you know, how the car rides and everything. Alright, and there you go, nice and easy all the way up to about 55 miles an hour. Okay, it's a pretty quiet ride, pretty smooth ride. As you can see, hands off the wheel, we're tracking straight down the road here. And really, like I said, you know, all the little minor cosmetic stuff, this car runs really, really good, and it rides nice and smooth, and it's pretty quiet as well. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing on the way back. And I'm also going to try to give it a brake check as well. There you can see, nice and easy all the way up to 55 miles an hour. Like I said, it's nice and smooth, pretty quiet ride. Hands off the wheel, we're tracking nice and straight down the road. So really, I know said this before, but this is one of those cars, you know, it is a little older, but it just runs really good, and the mileage isn't too bad for the year. Seems a pretty solid car. Okay, this guy's in my spot. Let's see if I can try to give it a brake test here in this gravel across the lot next to this Cintas van. All right. Okay, I did feel the anti-lock brakes kick in. You can see the steering wheel a little bit shimmy, but not a lot, you know, swinging wildly to the right or left. So that tells you the brakes seem to be in pretty good shape on this. Okay. And back across here. Alright, so like I said, guys, you know, it does have a little ding and dent here, but overall, this is a really nice running car. First driver, possibly, or if you're just looking for an extra vehicle, you know, for commuting, that kind of stuff. So I'm going to give you one last walk around of the vehicle. Okay. Hop out here. Okay, as you can see, guys, nice, clean, shiny silver paint. Also, let me get this in for our New Jersey customers. Does have a good inspection for another 9 months, so that's always good. Alright. Tripping over this curb, back up a little bit here and give you just one last walk around of the vehicle. Okay. And there it is, folks, 2001 Chevy Impala with about 149,000 miles on it. And really for the mileage, or for the year, the mileage isn't bad, and it does run really well. So it's something that we think, you know, is a pretty solid little car. All right, folks, thanks for watching. We hope to hear from you soon.